As you can see, one little thing about this game that I think is pretty interesting is that if you run over these parking meters, you get money in them. And it's kind of cool in my opinion. But anyways, we have a health shrine here. Might as well pick this up before we start the cop case. Yeah, you better get out of my way. I have a crowbar, buddy. You're certainly not going to like me when I'm having a bad day, let alone having a good day, getting health shrines and health upgrades and such. So please, just do yourself a favor and move. Oh, and we got ourselves a lockbox too. I'm getting distracted, but distracted with money? I mean, I guess you can't really, have a bad time. But anyways, yeah, let's see what Inspector Teng wants us, because that is who's in charge of all these police cases. We're gonna see what this first case is all about.
What are you doing here? I'm sure you and Pendrew have a lot of top secret backdoor business to attend to.
Look, I'm sorry about how I acted in there. Just playing the part. I'm already out there on the streets. I hear things like this ketamine racket. I'll see what I can dig up. How's that for an olive branch?
You're serious? Just like that?
Look, I'll help where I can. What?
I'm just a little shocked. I'm just used to Pendrew's people being more like him.
I just think we'd be better off helping each other. Come on, what do you say?
I could really use the help if you're willing to give it.
Well, all right.
So, and straight off the bat, like nothing ever happened, let's go take down a ketamine drug ring. So we're gonna text Ming here. We're gonna be able to get out of here. Let's see, Winston wants me to check up on you. Alright, whatever. Let's get the hell out of here. We have some things to do with this cop case. And of course, oh, Ming, isn't Ming the guy that we chased down way back when? I'm pretty sure that's actually who Ming was. But anyways, we're going to have our car waiting for us here, which is great for us. We're going to be able to drive all the way down to the noodle market. I think that's what it was. It's the noodle market, the market, or something to that effect. We're going to get ourselves, we're going to mosey right down on there and see what this guy has to offer us here. If you didn't know, on the streets, information is very important. It's like its own currency. So the fact that we chased down our contact here, no, it can't be Ming. Maybe it's a different Ming, but either way, it's, information's great. And when you have it, you're at a very good advantage, especially if you have an informant on the streets. But when you don't, things can be a very dangerous guessing game, especially when you're playing with people's lives here, especially when you're playing with your informant's lives. But it's okay, because Wei is pretty badass as far as you've seen. And I know for a fact that Wei is a badass, so let's move our... No, I want to park my car, just like this. Beautiful. Okay, so now we are able to get over to the market here, I believe through this alleyway. Am I right? Yes, we're going to talk to Ming here. Ming, what is going on, man? I got some interesting things to talk about.
How's your connect? You getting everything you need?
No, man. I haven't been back to Popstar since I left Dog Eyes. I'm not sure how he's gonna take it.
Want me to talk to him?
Yeah. I'm just about out. So grab my next shipment and make sure everything is cool.
Cool, man. So now we can talk to this Popstar guy. Apparently Popstar is this guy's supplier. So this should definitely be very interesting. At least as interesting as our endeavors will get with drugs in this game. And you'll see that it's very good for us. Hopefully our car isn't stuck here. I would hate for our car to be stuck, but looks like we're good to go here. Some of these early quests, as you probably would guess, are pretty easy. Fetch and go, sort of go talk to this guy, run to this place. But after that, after the few quests are done, it really gets interesting, and the story gets a little bit more varied as far as different questing elements goes. So we're here to talk to Popstar. I'm guessing he might not be too happy about us here, but either way, we gotta do it nonetheless.
You Popstar? Who's asking? Look, I work for Winston. Dirty Ming's operating in our territory. I want to make sure he's supplied.
Sure, I'll fix him up. But
what?
I gotta get paid in advance. I'll make it easy for you. A couple of deadbeat junkies owe me money. Guys used to deal for me before they became their own best customer. Collect what they owe me, and I'll hook your man up.
Shouldn't be too hard. The deadbeats are simply around the corner. We probably don't even need a car for this, so this is probably going to be a simple beat 'em up and go quest. Should be not too hard at all. Hopefully one of the deadbeats isn't actually Ming himself. That would be pretty bad for us here. Oh yes, we want to grab him, apparently, and put him in here. I don't know why, but I guess that's just what we're doing right now. Can I have your money now, please? Are you a deadbeat? Okay, I guess we're fighting you as well. Come here. You want to go into the pop machine? Oh, okay. I guess that is giving him the money he owes. I thought for some reason that we'd have to interrogate them, because sometimes actually you don't want to beat people to an unconscious pulp, so I guess this is just good enough here, man. Here, take your money. I don't really want it right now.
Okay, one of Winston's guys.
Yeah? Guess son on you will take on anyone these days.
Wow, you're a dickhead. Anyways, let's purchase some ketamine just like that.
Who's that?
Wei Shen, best shit in Hong Kong. You got my money?
Got your money.
Here's your package. Tell Ming to stick with girls over 14 this time. It's the cops. Stay cool.
Hey, you two! Come over here!
Go.
Stop! I'm under arrest!
Oh, great. We got taken over by the cops here. One of the most awesome moves ever in the game is that they will come and tackle you, and then just about when you think you're going to get arrested, you will be able to handcuff the cops themselves, and then you're really in a good place. So let's see if we can outrun them here in this little speedster. I don't think so, so that's why I'm going to let their car catch up to me, just so I can ram it. Shouldn't be too hard here. That's a one-a-rama, and here's a Ramajama number 2. And just like that, the cops are neutralized, and it makes things a little bit easy. So let's call Teng here. This should be our first lead done in this case. And every case, I believe, has 3 leads, so we still have a little bit of work to do, but it shouldn't be that bad. Let's see where the ketamine's going, and let's see if we can take down Popstar himself, just because he's being such a big asshole about everything. Now, let's go back to Ming. Tell him that he should probably not be having relations with 14-year-old women. Not the best thing if you're trying to be a drug lord on the streets, but I guess everyone has their vices, right? You know, if ketamine isn't enough of a vice for you, I guess you have to engage in pedophilia. Damn it! I forgot this was an actual quest. Son of a gun. Either way, we're going to get plenty of cop experience for this anyways, so shouldn't be too worried about things here, though, since I thought I hit other things before, and I don't know, I thought that was going to be not property damage, but either way, that was our first one that we took every quest. And by the way, if that annoys you, my apologies. Every single quest, I'm going to complain about property damage. Anyways, let's deliver the ketamine.
Oh, hey, little ma. Got the stuff, right?
Don't worry, I got your stuff right here.
Now I can start making money again.
And there you go. As you can see, we actually did all the case updates here, so that should make up our lead number 1. And now we can actually converse with Teng if we want more leads and more rewards for our leads that we get there. And as you can see, we also get our first cop upgrade. The first one I'm actually going to get is the Slim Jim, because it allows us to steal cars without setting off the alarm, and that makes it very, very nice. Either way, it looks like we have to do some surveillance now. It shouldn't be that hard. This is actually going to be sort of a pseudo tutorial on how to do drug busts, I believe. So what you do is you go into a drug den, if you will. Take it lightly because they aren't really dens, they're open areas for the most part. What you do is you beat up all the thugs, and then what you'll end up doing is hacking a security camera. You go back to your place on your CCTV, which was mentioned in the last episode when we were in our house. And what you actually do from there is you hook it up, and then you highlight a guy to arrest, and then the cops will all run in and bust him. As you can see, this really isn't going to be that hard at all. Once again, just beat up the thugs, excuse me, and they're not hard thugs at all, as you can see. Pretty easy counter fodder, and we're going to throw you into the soda machine first of all. As you can see, you don't get Triad experience from doing cop quests, which one would assume would make sense. So what I'm going to do is try to grab this tire iron and start beating the fuck out of these guys with it. And normally there's more thugs in the drug areas than there are thugs remaining, so once you kill them, the other thugs will actually run away, but they'll keep getting reinforcements until you kill all the thugs. But as you can see now, those guys are gonna run away, even though they probably just despawned. So let's get rid of this tire iron, excuse me, and then let's now hack this camera. Now we're gonna play a game similar to a game show where you have 4 numbers and you have to get the combination right. If the numbers are wrong, they show up in red, And if the numbers are right, they show up in green, but if the numbers are right but in the wrong place, they'll show up in yellow. So then you sort of just do this. And this is the easiest hacking method in the game, in my opinion. You start with 0, 1, 2, 3, and then you just go up depending on what's going on here. So it looks like this is going to be 1, this is going to be 0, and then you just go straight up from there. So we did 4, now we do 5, 6, 7, and it's either going to be 8 or 9. So hopefully it's 9. As you can see, access granted. Not that hard to do, in my opinion. And there we go. Now we get to go back to our apartment and we can complete the bust, and that will be, I believe, lead 2. Hopefully not the whole case, because I thought there'd be 3 leads to there. But either way, now it's time to go back to our apartment. I just want to pull off this 3-point turn really quickly. Nope, no, no, no. There we go. All right. Camera angles will always mess me up in this game, but I like the free flow of the camera. I mean, it was probably proper for that situation, but it just annoys my eyes. Either way, let's go back to our apartment and let's bust these guys up. The drug busts are really easy, in my opinion, until you get into the late game. Then they get a little bit harder because the drug lords are armed a little bit more better. So let's, just drive that upstairs like nothing. Get out of our car. Now the game's going to slowly tutorialize us. As I said before, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard if you've never done it before either. So I guess, it is what it is. It's all down to preference. But now we get to go to our trusty old plasma screen here, and let's go bust some ketamine dealers. Shouldn't be that hard. As you can see, you have all the different zones. The Triad activity will symbolize where the drug bust is actually happening. So there we go, Lock Food Park. We just cleared that out. Now we check up on the camera. And the kind of people you're looking for are the people that are either yelling or people are yelling at them. People are conversing with them, but normally they're sort of on their own and menacing. So like this guy would be the dealer here since we saw him before. So what we do is he's dealing to the guy standing in the corner there. We highlighted him, and now the cops will come out and arrest this guy. And if you don't recognize him, that was the guy who was telling us that we were weak shit a little earlier ago with Popstar. So we just took him down, which is great. So just like that, we busted the Lokfu ketamine ring, which is nice. But as you can see, there's plenty of other drug busts to take on and be successful with. So we'll be doing a little bit intermittently just to get some face meter. I believe that's what else they do for you. So let's call Tang and let her know what happened.
Inspector Teng, this is Wei. Wei Shen is down. Popstar will have to reach out to another supplier. I'm thinking we bag them both at once.
I agree.
If I'm gonna get close to him, I'm gonna need a good disguise. Can you have your people send something over?
All right. Keep me informed.
Got it.
And there we go. Our lead 2 should be done, and I believe we did full badges there if we do get experience for this part of the lead. Oh, yes! We're probably not going to get another level, though, since there wasn't that much experience to get there. Yeah, we didn't get another level, but we'll probably get one after this lead, so let's see what this whole disguise business is about here. As you can see, there's another quest here. That is a love interest, I believe, but we will do that a little bit later, so let's call Tang, right? Is that who we're doing? No, I guess not. So we have another drug bust to do. I don't actually know how we progress through this case. Maybe we don't have enough to do yet, but maybe if we do this drug bust, maybe we'll find out here. And with that, you've watched another episode of my Sleeping Dogs Let's Play. Thank you so much for your continued viewership. If you want to let me know anything about the game or anything that's on your mind, feel free to leave a comment. And if you want to stick around, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you next time. This has been Duff King 56.